how to build an effective champions network and what obstacles to look out for. My name is Janett Robb. I'm a customer success manager in business applications, and I've been building champion networks for over 16 years. So number one, ensure you have the right people in the role of champion. I often see the IT team shipped in to do this role. But remember, the champions need to be people we recognise. They need to be our friends and our colleagues and people that do our day-to-day work. First and foremost, they will be enthusiastic and passionate and encouraging individuals. And remember, they're going to be trained on the new ways of working before anybody else. Ensure approval from the champion's line manager has been sought and received before the champion enters the programme. When you're asking for this approval, include how many hours per week the champion is going to be needed. Explain the role of the champion and why they're so necessary. Perhaps include a sponsorship message from the exec sponsor saying why we really need them. Number three, ensure that they are made champions and you provide the training and skills and equipment that they're going to need. Nobody climbs Everest in a set of flip-flops and shorts. They prepare, and we should prepare our champions as well. The first thing they're going to be trained on and need to be trained on is, why are we going through this change? What does that mean to you? What does that mean for me? What does it mean to the organisation? And what is the risk of not changing? They're also going to need to understand the new ways of working, the tools and the new processes. And the champion should be trained long before anybody else. They should also be trained on resistance and training and what that looks like, because change is difficult and hard, and we all react in different ways. Some people get nervous, some people get quiet, some people get frightened, some people get scared. And a champion should be able to recognise what this looks like and help us along on the journey. Number four, provide feedback mechanism for the champions. You don't wave your children off to school and never expect to hear from them again. You need to be able to communicate with your champions. You need to hear what's happening on the ground floor. You also need to know how they are getting on. Do they need support? Are they being effective? If you don't know what's happening, the Champions Network is going to be completely useless. Remember that champions are volunteers. We've asked these individuals to step out of their comfort zone. It can be scary, it can be frightening. So remember to reward the champions, to encourage the champions, maybe get the executive sponsors to praise. Also remember, champion networks can last for a very long time. So you also have to keep the champions motivated as the champions are motivating us. And finally, number six, remember the champions are employees just like everybody else. They're going to have family emergencies. They might change role and they might leave. So you have a champions network that you need to be able to replenish. And you need to be able to train those new champions the same way you trained the old champions. I hope those change points will be able to help you build your champions network. Thank you.